push. Big and bad don't kill us here. What speak to I'll pay 1 million for my shop. If you finish me, no problem about kill me. I'm going out. Easy. The park and how you go?
Shopping complex with them. Mbah is yet to construct any single public building in the state. Yet he's busy destroying existing buildings and businesses constructed by individuals before he was born. Yet he has not fulfilled 5% of the electoral promises he made to Enugu State. Rather, he's busy obfuscating the state by going on this spree of destruction. We have always suspected that Peter Mbah's government was an unmitigated disaster. But with recent development, it's now obvious to all doubting Thomases in Enugu that this government has no plans for the citizens of the state. However, we decided to make a press statement after 1 year of silence to inform the general public that Peter Mbah has failed woefully and should account to the state for the over 470 billion naira that he has collected in a year. Where is this money? Where are the projects this money is supposed to be used for? The state owes it as a duty to know what has happened to this humongous revenue and what has it been used for within the 1 year of Peter Mbah's bull in a China-ware government, where his achievement is engaging in sophistry, in casuistry, and paralogism with the intent to bamboozle the ignorant folks of Enugu State. What is called tax in Enugu State has become extortion of sorts under the present administration, ranging from land rent, property tax, cost of lifting a plot of land, sales tax, income tax, rates and levies. And the way government goes about collecting these taxes is brutal, including shutting down businesses that employ thousands of people in a very heartless and mean manner. However, a state of emergency that was made up to break our silence is the wanton, the unbridled, the callous and terrorist Gestapo-style destruction of private schools, private motor loading bays, over 100 warehouses, a burgeoning industrial cluster of over 200 palm kernel processing plants, which is the biggest supplier of PKO in the entire eastern region. 10 chemical producing companies that were built in the warehouses that were built in the 50s and 60s by UTC, by SOA, by Chris Chemist, by Maduka and Sons, by Mbah family, by Farmho Associate, by Hodges Engineering Company, by Dizzy Oil Company. We will not fail to even know the banks that established viable branches here like FCMB, Eco Bank, transport companies that are doing very well on Isha South, Eastern Mass Transit, Chisco Mass, Romchi Mass Transit, and even banks like Oha Community Bank. And over 300 shops were completely destroyed. And the most painful of it is the destruction of Osisa Tech Polytechnic, the biggest and foremost polytechnic in Enugu State. In spite of the fact that the owner, Reverend Father Ede, was able to secure a court order stopping the demolition, the governor ignored that order. This is the only government that has no motherless babies home. The government has no orphanage. Yet orphanages, motherless babies that were built here in the 50s by Red Cross have been destroyed. It is alleged that no less than 10 persons died during the destruction of these properties because he came out, it was sudden. Even where people were still sleeping, their buildings were pulled down. We would want Nigerians to note that what is going on in Enugu State is another land grab scheme. Because when you look at the massiveness, you know that this is purely a land grab system. This was the same tactics used in land grabbing Ikenga hotels, WTC, IMT Rectors Village, the land zoned for Rangers Stadium, and even land meant for the conference hall, which was initiated by Samson Omera administration. These heritage sites, which Enugu inherited from Eastern Region government, belongs to all Igbos in Enugu State. Therefore, Igbos should rise up and protect their heritage sites. The problem we have had with PDP governors right from the start is that they destroyed the GRA in Enugu. Enugu State governors, past and present, and the only governors that when in office, they will forcefully take over people's land. It doesn't happen in Anambra. It doesn't happen in Ebonyi. It doesn't happen in Imo. It doesn't happen in Abia. It's only happening in Enugu. And no investor will invest in a state where this kind of demolition takes place so often. And in 1975, when the military administration wanted to rebuild main market, they gave the traders, they relocated the traders to what is known as Enugu Relief Market, now called New Market. That market was established for displaced main market traders who went there to open a new market, and the rebuilding of main market started. And by 1982, it was completed, and those traders came back and we allocated their shop. That's how a reasonable man runs a government, not through mean, callous ways. I've warned these people of Enugu State that those that have emotional attachment to Agberoism should not be in power. It's only an Agbero man that will enter government and he's thinking of motopark. We also call on all those whose businesses and properties were destroyed to seek redress and make sure they get commensurate compensation for their destroyed businesses. And we pledge to fully support them. The demolition of Holy Ghost Railway, Abara Avenue axis, Gariki, Ababa Market, and Ogige Market has led to untold financial and psychological hardship on affected families, economic decline due to loss of revenue and jobs, deteriorating living conditions characterized by increased poverty, social unrest, increased crime and loss of goods and services. Governor Mbah must not demolish other planned areas, parks and markets marked for demolition. We call on the Federal House of Reps. We call on the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the National Assembly, to invoke its powers to set up an investigative panel of inquiries to this land, to stop this land grabbing scheme and make sure commensurate compensation is paid to all the landowners whose properties were destroyed, is paid to all the businessmen whose businesses were destroyed. It is important that a national public inquiry be set up by the House of Reps to stop the impunity going on in Enugu and make sure that the governor, Mr. Peter Mbah, is held responsible for desecrating the constitutional rights of the citizens of Enugu State to own property and carry on their lawful business.